This is going to be a really good one. Drone video for 25 acres by Hartville with a drilled well, building site, nice big timber, really cool property. You're gonna like this one. So we're a couple hundred feet up. We're looking north. The truck is actually parked on the east end of the property. We're gonna pan off to the east. That easement road goes down the hill, crosses that small creek bed, and then keep following it. It goes back up that hill. See that meadow in the distance, and the one in the far distance. It runs at the edge of that to Highway E. So that was a quick look at the way we came in. So it borders the easement road along its east and part of its south side. You see that trail going back up to the north? That's the private driveway. So it's got a gate, it's got a private driveway. You can see it's almost all timber. And we're going to get a pretty good look at this, I think. So the truck, like I said, is parked on the east side. That kind of feature, I guess, you see left of the private driveway, that looks like where they were digging a pond. There's a big dam there and a big cleared area. Didn't look like he was holding water. I don't know if they finished or not, but that's what that's about. So we're going to follow that private driveway way back to the northwest, way back into the property. And there you can see what's left, I guess, of the building site. There was a guy out here for several years. I don't know if he lived out here full time or if he kind of used it as his home base when he worked out of state. But there's, I mean, take a look at it, you'll see. It's got quite a bit of stuff left on it. We just got a hold of this property, just got it into the inventory, and the guys have not even been up there. If you look at the ground video, you'll see that it does need some cleanup. With a skid loader, with a bucket and a grapple, we estimated about a day to push the stuff off into a pile. You've got the old mobile home frame. There's also, looks like an old RV there, as well as at least one vehicle. So that stuff could be left, it could be sold for scrap, it could be pulled back into the trees so you never have to think about it. The mobile home could be useful for storage. It's pretty rough, but I mean, it looked fairly dry inside. It's missing some windows, but the roof didn't look too bad. But the site itself, I mean, he picked a gorgeous site. He obviously did a lot of work there. Lots of cleared areas and then big timber within the site, which is pretty. So now we're moving west of the site. That's still the property. I mean, this is a huge property, and the site is so private. I mean, you go back that long driveway. Like I said, there's a gate coming off of the easement road, so you can. I don't think you'd ever really need to gate it, but if you wanted to, you could. The easement road is a dead-end road in the first place. It ends just a little ways past the property. So we're going to get in kind of close here and take a look. So you can see the old single-wide mobile home. There's a little shed off to the right that looked like a chicken coop. You'll find that drilled well kind of between the mobile and that shed. We know absolutely nothing about it other than it looks like it was in recent use. Now this is an off-grid property, so he would have run that drilled well off of a generator. You can see the RV in the back, the old white pickup truck. So I mean, we're well aware that this does look a little ugly, but honestly, with a skid loader or a tractor with a loader, this is just a one-day job to clean up all the debris and push it into a pile. And then you could burn it and bury what's left or leave it or whatnot. So you can see the RV and the white truck. Off to the right of that, it looks like they had started a cabin at some point years ago. It's up on, look like treated 4x4 posts, and I don't know if it's salvageable. As I mentioned in the ground video, we don't have titles or anything for any of this stuff, for the vehicles or the mobile home. We have nothing. So we can give you a bill of sale that transfers whatever interest we have in it, but we can't make any guarantees about it. Just wanted to make that clear. So looking off to the north, that pasture would be just on the north side of the property, so the north line is probably fenced. Look at all that good timber on the property as we look to the east. You can can see the driveway. That's not the easement road, that's the private driveway. I mean, this is possibly the most private property we've ever seen. Certainly the most private property that has a good usable site. I mean, it is just this awesome feeling of privacy out there. Deer and turkey everywhere. We're about 10 miles, I guess, northwest of Hartville, Missouri. That's still the private driveway as we slowly head east toward the easement road and the truck. I mean, this is just fantastic. If you've been looking for a real off-grid paradise, do a little cleanup on that site area, and you would have some instant equity, because that would drastically improve the value of this property. Large property, super private. You're going to want a truck or an SUV to get to this. We were in a truck when we went there. Didn't need the four-wheel drive, but you do cross that very small creek bed, and you go up a hill, so you want something with clearance for sure, and four-wheel drive would be a big plus. Very cool property. Wintertime video, obviously. In the spring and summer, you're going to have a sea of green, because there's a lot of big timber, a lot of good timber on the property. Check us out at InstantAcres.com. If this property is still available, it will be on the website. We don't often get tracts like this, so if you're interested, you might want to jump on it or let us know if you have any questions, but pretty special property. You can email us at sales@instantacres.com. There's a pretty good shot. Truck parked on the east side. You can see the homestead off to the left there, and the property goes beyond that. I mean, it's awesome. InstantAcres.com, that's us.